I'm on a lower third.
We are live, people.
No, we're not. Oh, yes,
we are. Welcome to
Wow.
welcome to episode 6 of Game of Thrones Instant Recap and Reaction, duly renamed by Mr. Warren Bowman. And of course, the episode is Blood of My Blood. So let's get into the details here. First of all, we'll do a quick run through what everyone think of the episode. No details yet, but just your general thoughts. I'll start off with you, Sam. What did you think of the episode in general?
Oh yeah. They continue with the whole ladies' night thing because the big things here were like the three main women, basically Daenerys again, and then you had what's her name, Gilly, that stood out, and then for some reason I think what's her name, the Queen's mom is going to start playing a little bit of a bigger part because if you look at what came after, and she goes, "Oh, he won." It's like, oh shit. She doesn't like the fact that he won.
Oh no, she doesn't. I mean, she runs that family, so she doesn't.
That's what happens when you have a Bond girl run your family. Oh yeah.
Yeah, she was a Bond girl. How about you, Lou? Just general thoughts on the episode.
The episode was great. When we're done, I'm going to rewatch it.
Oh, that good?
I didn't want it to end. I want to be like President Obama and have all 10 goddamn episodes. I want to know what happens next.
All right. And how about you,
got
Warren?
all the episodes?
And maybe he does, man. Who knows?
He does. Obama's had all episodes since the season started.
Yeah, he got a private screening.
Oh my
That's
god.
that bullshit.
That's just wrong. We'll get to that later.
That's the abuse of executive privileges. Impeach him.
What about you, Warren?
I
Thoughts on
thought
the
the
episode?
episode was pretty good. I enjoyed it. Had good pacing and just kept the storyline. There's some pretty good scenes on it. We'll talk about those scenes.
All right, Andrew. How about you?
I'm probably the only one that feels this way, but I just thought it was okay.
Get out of here.
The end, for me, the end brought it down a lot. I really wasn't feeling that scene, but we'll get to that later.
We'll get to that. All right, let's start off chronologically. So the episode started off with Bran, of course, escaping, and we get to see the Mad King. We saw a glimpse of the Mad King, and we saw him saying, "Burn them all." He basically took the history of Westeros and just encapsulated it, so he became the Three-Eyed Raven. So what do you think about that scene and the revelation that happened from there? All right. Who should we go with? All right.
Let's go with Andrew first because Andrew seems to have some very interesting points of views tonight.
Yeah, let's take the negativity first, and then
actually, that's you can't come to me for the negativity on this one. I thought that was a good scene.
Yeah.
Like it showed us that he was still wrapped up in what was happening. He's still in this weird. It's not Worgen. I forgot what it's called, but he's in that weird transformative state. Yeah, and we're seeing glimpses of things that we all wanted to see.
Changing. They call it skin changing or something.
No. That's when you go into another person's body. But he's projected himself. Like whenever he used to touch the tree and go with the Three-Eyed Raven, basically he's able to see past events. I thought that was really cool how he was doing that. We got to see the Mad King. Like you visualize the Mad King for the past 15 years, and all of a sudden you see him and it's exactly how you pictured him. I thought they nailed it perfectly. I loved it.
Mad King, real quickly, you see a little bit of Jaime and the Mad King. You see the wildfire, which is a big thing.
Yeah.
I think what's happening is they're going to do that, which should be good. Hopefully that scene happens.
And
war.
Yeah, and then I know we saw stuff from last year with from the Hardhome episode when they first saw the king and he did the "Come at me, bro."
Yeah.
But when he's saying "burn them all," I kind of felt like that's like the clue to Bran saying, "Oh, the White Walkers." Well, not the White Walkers, but the Whites. The
Whites,
yeah. They resurrect, burn them all or whatever. I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah. How about you, Lou?
I was confused at first because that scene went by quick. I'm like, who the hell is that old man? But then once he said burn them all, I'm like, oh, that's the psychotic king.
Nice. Sam?
The opening sequence was good. It was nice that they try to put everything together, but I think they're going with the fan theory, which is kind of getting me. I didn't want it to be that simple that Bran was the one who caused all of this. but
no, I don't think so. I think Bran remember, the revelation is, of course, the person who saves him is Uncle Benji, right? And Uncle Benji says he is the Three-Eyed Raven. Three-Eyed Raven basically knows everything.
Yeah,
so,
but see,
but
the
he
theory
was not.
was that
He was
the
not.
theory was that way back in the
What the hell a
days,
Benjin is?
Uncle Benjen.
Well, what is a Benjin?
Okay, whatever, man. It's like Vegeta. Okay, what is a Vegeta? We don't know. Sounds like a vagina and a fajita
Vegetable.
together. Vegeta.
Vegetable.
Yeah, go ahead, Tom.
But the whole idea was that the whole theory is that Bran goes in the past and then he influences the king somehow, and the king basically misinterprets it and says burn them all. I don't like that. I just don't like that.
See, but I don't think that's the case, though. I think to Andrew's point is that's the clue. I mean, making wildfire, which now goes to Sam Gilly, who is going to become a maester, and you need somebody who will have the skill sets that you need for that.
Yeah, but they were making wildfire before the king.
No, I mean, I don't know.
The maesters have known how to make wildfire.
Whether it's that or something else, but I'm just saying that I don't think that's necessarily the case. That because if it means that he didn't affect the Mad King. It means that he's seen the past, he's seen what's happened. It's still
he can't change the past. That's the thing. He's already been told he can't.
The only thing I can think of that this is going to happen positively, if you remember in, I think, season 2 or season 3, when Tyrion went looking for wildfire, was running like, where's all of it, right?
Yeah.
The only thing I can think of is maybe instead of influencing the king to become mad, in the midst of the king's madness, Bran can say, okay, make more wildfire because we're going to need it. That's the only positive I can think that comes out of this stuff. Because everything else is like, oh no, Bran, don't fuck everything up. Don't be responsible.
They already got a story about the wildfire, right? And how it got created and how they made a ton of it already. Like there's a whole backstory to that already.
I thought it was the fact that the king ordered it.
Cersei. Yeah, wildfire is something that they've known about for generations, but it's hard to control. So it's kind of like a nuclear option. A lot of times you don't. That's like your last resort. But every now and then, when there's a mad Targaryen, he goes, "That's his first thing, like wildfire, kill them all, burn them all, or whatever."
More fire.
Yeah. Okay, so this is the thing here.
Tyrion, like.
Oh my God, we just found it out.
The masters make certain amounts for when they had the battle of King's Landing.
Yeah.
But like he didn't go crazy with it. It was very like a controlled burn.
Yeah.
Okay, so BN is saying, Bran can't change the past because, he created it. I think we know that Bran can't change the past. I think it follows almost close to the theory of your book, Sam 11/22/63. He can try, even if he tries to change the past will always correct itself. So he has no influences in changing it.
Damn,
which is why
Stephen King and my J.R.R. Martin,
which would make sense, where he can interfere, but it always corrects itself back to where it's supposed to be. Which is why he can jump in, swim out.
Well,
but anyway,
no, I think he's just there to get the knowledge at the end of the day to how to defeat the whites at some point, and he's going to be able to pass that knowledge to either Jon or he's going to pass that knowledge to Sam, who's going to be able to bring that information to Jon at some point or another.
All right, so
I think they're learning. If they said he can't change anything, and all he's doing is looking back,
the Maesters already know the secret of wildfire. They already know it.
Yeah, but but let's say that we don't know if that's necessarily going to work on.
Andrew, making what?
Yeah, I was saying like it's making the connection. The Maesters know how to make wildfire, but a lot of people, no one takes the White Walkers seriously. Like the scene when Gilly's like, "Oh, he killed a White Walker." Everyone laughs, haha, those don't exist. So it's like making the connection of this huge threat that we got. We know how to deal with it, but there's only like 2 people that actually realize that it's a problem, and there's another 2 people that know how to make wildfire, and they don't know about each other. So it's about them connecting the dots.
Yes, see, this is where my theory comes in, right? Now, Bran goes back in the past, and we saw he could whisper to his dad, right? Now he goes back to the king and is like, "Yo, dude, make more wildfire because we're gonna need it in the future." Because by the time they find out that they can make wildfire, they're like, "Oh my God, we have so little time, and wildfire takes like 30 years to make." But that king Mad King, he made a ton of them.
All right, all right.
No.
No. Let's not dive into Sam's theory because because of Bend.
Dude, at the end and during season 2, because I just finished watching it early this morning, Cersei created 8,758 bottles of that shit.
Wow.
And it wasn't no maester who created it. It was some crazy lunatic old guy.
It's the same old guy. It's the same old guy that created the mountain. The mountain.
Yeah. The guy's a maester.
He's a maester.
He's a dishonored maester.
Okay.
He got kicked out of Maester College though, because they were like, yo, you kind of creepy, bro.
Okay, so moving on to.
So that killed my theory. You just killed my theory.
Sorry, I had to kill it. So moving on to Sam and Gilly, that whole sequence there where Gilly stepped up. We see another Valyrian steel sword, which is going to come in handy for someone down the line. What do you guys think of that scene? Start off with you, Sam, since it's your scene.
Oh, sorry. I thought I was smacking Sam. What the hell is wrong with that boy?
Well, no, no. He. It's a case of him eating shit for a reason. The whole reason.
You cannot justify that because what he do at the end of the day? What did
he finally did at the end of the day.
He bounced, okay?
Yeah,
he could have bounced. He could have bounced with more authority. He could have been like, "Yo, you don't talk to my woman like that."
How was he gonna bounce with more authority when it threw him out right then and there versus him doing the right thing, doing the Jon Snow-esque Stark thing, and doing the right thing, and then he was like, "You know what? Fuck this. I'm taking my woman, my baby, and the fucking sword that technically belongs to me. So fuck you. Have a nice day. And if you want it, come at me, bitch." And that's exactly what he said.
I mean, that's the way he ended it.
But to stand up for your woman a little bit.
I do agree with Sam because you know what his father was telling him is that father said, "I sent you there to be a man," and he did not show up back as a man. He had to basically chew it. Then basically Gilly had to stand up for him, then remind him before.
You gotta remember what the case of that was. It was all in the fact that she was a wildling. You gotta remember that was the whole linchpin of him not saying and not going off on him is because of how much the dad hated wildlings that much. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So that was the reason why he was sitting there eating the shit. I think if that wasn't the case, he would have gotten him and probably cussed his ass out right there and walked the fuck out.
It was totally understandable. It was a tough scene to watch, man. It was a tough scene to watch. It's like
it definitely was a tough scene to watch.
You've seen him gun from this guy who was bullied even by the freaking Black Watch when he first started, and then he kind of built up to get his own little corner.
Yeah.
You know, he's now going to be the maester. But just to see him sitting down there, just taking it, and he looked so beaten. I'm like, man, just do something, dude.
No, but he looked like he wanted to say something.
He wanted to, but he didn't have the guts.
I don't think it's a guts thing. I don't think it's a guts thing.
You know what? And this is the tip of the iceberg right there.
I don't think he's actually necessarily that afraid of his dad. He's trying to protect his woman and the baby and keep them there because he thought that was the right thing to do. So he was just going to take
only 60% of it.
Yeah.
I'm still terrified of that.
Seriously, whoa. This dude just went face to face with a fucking white, killed it. Why the fuck would he
stand up? And that's the thing. The only time he stands up for himself is when his life is threatened. Even when they went back to Castle Black, he was still nervous and kind of like mousy and stuff. Like Sam stands up when Gilly and the baby are threatened, when it's like basically fight or flight. Most of the other time when he's just like human interaction where you're supposed to show some backbone, he always backs down. Well, but like I'm not saying it's like wrong that he did that because logically it's a smart thing not to upset his father to the point where he kicks him out. But at the same time, just like reflex, like you remember, it's like you gotta go home, like.
But he was expecting that, though, at the same time. He was expecting that. He was expecting to get that shit and all that crap from him. He was just like, I just want to get this baby in the woman's hand. I want to go bounce to the Citadel, become a maester, go back and go to the Black Wall, and that's it. And fuck you, Dad. And
but at the same time, if I bring a girl to my parents and my dad just like disrespects her so openly like that, I have to say something. Like, it's like, all right, Dad, come on, calm down or whatever.
Yeah.
Or
Dad is also the Lord of the Land. It's kind of one of those things.
Into my home. Like, come on, man.
Because you have to look at the scene, though. Even his mom, who you thought she was gonna be this meek, and she got tired too.
Yeah.
That's the thing, that everybody got tired except the boys. The brother didn't stand up, didn't say anything. He didn't do anything either. So
the brother's in a good spot. He doesn't want to fight.
I mean, I get it.
That's why he hasn't said anything.
But also, I mean, his brother could have been like, like father, try to do something.
No, because his dad is a giant asshole. When you know your dad's a giant asshole, back in those days, you wait for the giant asshole to get killed or fucking fall off. That's what you do. That's what all of them do. They just wait until he dies.
Could have pulled a Ramsey, save everybody a lot of time. Just like
Daddy called him fat, so I mean.
Yeah, Daddy called him fat, man. He should have said something right there.
Okay, so we get that scene, but go ahead.
Daddy would have called me fat. I would have still took that bread and ate it in front of his face and said, "Yep," and I'm gonna get fatter.
Yeah.
Only
but
he was playing a game. He was playing the game to keep the wife and kid safe, and that was the game he was playing. And he stuck to that game till the end, until he was like, you know what?
I agree.
All of you can sit there and say that now, but if you were in the same spot that he was in, and you had to have that plan to do, then you needed it from this guy, and it's not like you have 50 million options like we do now in this world. There's very limited options during none of us got so many choices.
None of us would do it that way. No, we will still say something. That's the thing. He didn't say anything. We're not saying he should stand up and say, "Shut up." That way. He at least
be like, "Bitch, I'm out." No.
How many people in that world? How many people in that world have said that? How many people have done and said that?
That is when
there's some characters that have gone off and said that haven't had some type of fucking power to be able to say that. That have a leverage. You have to have leverage.
The leverage
doesn't have leverage.
The leverage was when Gilly started talking. The father even had respect for Gilly. To show you what he could not do.
You can see the respect.
Respect, he gave Gilly respect because she spoke. That's the difference. That was the difference there.
I don't think he really gave respect.
Because he was like, he said, "You do not deserve that woman."
No, he's talking about his mother when he said that.
No. He said your mother is a great woman. You don't deserve her.
That was about his mother.
He did show respect to Gilly as like from an adversarial standpoint. It's like, I don't like you, I hate you, you disgust me, but at least you have the balls to say something to me. And it makes the father disgusted with Sam even more because Sam is just sitting there taking it, and you can tell he's like, I thought you would at least be a man, but you're just a coward who runs around in the shadows of the wall. And and seeing him, like, he's kind of like prodding him, like, stand up for yourself, do something. Like, I'm never gonna love you, but at least make me think that you've got something out of this. He's like, you're still the same fat little crybaby that left my house years ago.
Well, fuck him. Why give the dad what he wants? Why give the dad what he wants?
Oh man. Okay, next scene.
Yes. Let's move on because we know
Warren's point of view is fucking. I like Warren's point of view too.
The next scene.
Yeah, the next scene is about the most useless. That dude needs to be. Oh my God!
I honestly thought he was gonna get some.
Who?
I thought Sam was gonna actually get some from Gilly when he was in that goddamn room. He walks out the room like
that next scene.
That's so
good.
He's like, get some.
Lou said the next important scene. That was in the bedroom.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. Okay.
Talking about King Tommen, the most useless.
Oh God!
No.
But that's how
I don't think Tommen is useless.
I think he's playing the game. To be honest with you, I
don't think he's playing the game. I think he is. I think he's truly one of those, because that's the thing, right? When Tywin had this conversation with him, and he said, "Remember what makes a king great?" And I think he told him whatever makes a king great. Like, the inference was he saw it more in the younger son than he did in the older son, right? In the older grandkid. So I think Tommen knows what it takes to please the people and make the good decisions. And that's what we saw. He pleased the people on one hand, and the next thing he made a good decision, saying, "Hey, Unc, you can't stay here. We got to kick you out of here. Go lead an army." I think he made the right decision. That's the best decision you could make.
No, sorry.
No, that decision makes sense because that actually will rally his army. Remember, Cersei said in one of those final scenes, like, you're gonna go out and rally our people and make our people stronger and show all our enemies what do you do when you fuck with Lannisters. And that's exactly what they'll follow Jaime. So he is better out there. leading the charge that he is sitting in basically in the city just being like a mall cop, because that's what they are.
Yeah, but
They're mall cops.
I'm sorry, man. I can't. I mean, the guy's just useless. I'm sorry. I mean, if this was present day and we're talking about politics now, I just think he's useless.
I think he's.
I don't think. I don't think he is.
Expecting.
I don't think he is. I think he's just being manipulated because he is too kind. That's the problem.
No, it's not.
I get.
Then explain how you were going to get out of that situation without running into civil war.
He should have saved his wife a long time
You
ago.
kill everybody.
Yes,
Then there's nowhere to go to war with.
We kill everyone. That war comes out. Everyone. Lannisters are fucking killing everyone. What does that stop any other place from coming in there trying to take over? We ain't got nobody. We got no bodies in front of us no more.
Nobody.
It doesn't matter because that's the problem with the Faith Militant. Cersei let them get too much power too quickly, and the longer they're allowed to keep growing and be more influential and show these people, look at this, we can bring the king to his knees, the more powerful they're going to get. And Tommen thinks, oh, I'll be faithful and join with them, and then we'll unite and do the good work of the gods. No, he's going to be a puppet king, and that's just going to make things worse.
Yeah,
he's a Lannister. Do not forget, he is a Lannister.
No, he's not. He's
not
a
swerve.
Come on, really? Of all Lannisters.
He's not a Lannister. He's a Lannister.
His Lannister blood has been diluted because it's too pure. So he missed out on all the good parts of being a Lannister. You know, it's just not working out for him.
Yeah, no.
Marjorie is what convinced him to become that punk.
And she's also playing the game.
That's the person who's playing the game. She's the one who's playing the game, not him. He's just basically. Remember,
I think he's being. I think you guys are underestimating him, and I think they're making.
No, I don't think
it happen on the show.
They're not.
I think the show's making it happen on purpose. You can
tell Tommen is not sure of any decision he makes. You can tell every single time.
Uncle out, like the hesitation he even had on that too. I mean,
Tommen is a mama's boy, and he's also pussy whipped.
Yeah.
Marjorie whipped him good when she gave him a piece. That boy don't know how to do anything but take orders.
That is very true. That is very, very true with him. All right, moving on to Arya, who looks like she's gonna be in a fight for her life next episode.
Good. I hope she kills that chick.
Yeah.
Fucking kills. I can't fucking stand her, man. Somebody needs to get their head and face chopped off. Is that one? And then the face man will be like, "You passed your test."
Yeah. You're probably right.
I was getting tired of this one complaining all the time. She sucked anyways.
Yeah. No. I mean, it's one of the scenes where I felt like I was hoping Arya would just do it so we could move on, but she's not going to
That's the thing with the Starks, right? The Starks are the embodiment of honorable. They've always been the honorable. Regardless of whatever has happened to them, they've always been the honorable ones, right? Even when they cut up the head of her father, Sansa Stark still stayed there, still was gonna get married, still was gonna do her part, right? She didn't even kill the kid. She didn't even kill. She
had no choice but to stay there, dude.
Yeah, but she could have tried to do something.
Do what? Right? She wasn't gonna do shit. She was
on her way.
Be
complicit in murdering the king. There are things that she could have done. She was not entirely hopeless.
She was hopeless, helpless, and dumb.
Nah. Okay, she was dumb, yes, but I don't think she was entirely helpless.
She was hopeless, helpless, and dumb.
Oh God. No.
At the start she was dumb. No. At the start she was dumb, but she grew up.
Category.
No.
She's useless.
No.
Who? Arya?
No, Sansa now.
Sansa's a hot bag of useless until this season.
Thank you.
Let's go back. Okay, dude. Let's go back.
Okay. You want to talk about Tommen being useless?
Let's go back to Arya for Christ's sakes.
Okay. Can we get back to Sam's original points with Arya and why?
That's a perfect. Sansa was an idiot. Ding, 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 ding,
Right,
ding.
so going back to Arya, right? So I think it was the only way for her to like play the whole thing out, because at the end of the day, she could either be one of those, she could either turn into one of the priests and become an assassin, which would definitely not, people wouldn't like it. At the end of the day, people would not like it.
Yeah.
Or she could basically turn her back on them and try to get back to Westeros and run into, who of all people, the Imp. And I think that's what's going to happen. She's probably going to run into him.
Well, in order to run into the Imp, we need to get back to Maureen and then all get on the ship.
Please don't. I
So
never want to see that
running
city.
into the Imp.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So let's talk about Uncle Benji.
Hold up, dude, but you forgot the big return of Needle.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yes.
Needle made his grand entrance back from the stone.
Like, check it. Needle. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
that's
how-
one of those.
That's how we knew. Yeah.
That's how I knew she was never gonna turn.
She wasn't gonna do it because she held on to that. And like before the show, like I said, a viewer thinks a girl is gonna fuck up. And I was like, she's not gonna be able to go through with it.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
and I like when she walked away, I just said she's gonna come back and take the drink out the hand. And when I saw her do it, I was like, oh, fucking Stark kids, man, they just can't do anything right.
Joshua says.
I think she's gonna run into her direwolf again at some point. I think that's what's gonna end up happening for her.
I hope she does.
He's still out there.
With a big ass
There's
pack.
only two left, right? There are only two left, right? So she'll be.
John and hers.
John,
Yeah.
but hers is running with a pack, right? In the book.
Yeah, and she's supposed to be big as fuck, and she's supposed to be like with a whole clique and shit. Like, yo, squad goals.
Yeah, it's not a pack of dire wolves. She's got like regular wolves following her.
Okay. So let's go to Uncle Benji. Uncle Benji is back, and Uncle Benji is a half-Borg type cyborgy.
He's making some ice cream. Benji, Ben and Jerry. That's where there's some. George R. R. Martin has some Ben and Jerry's, and that's where we got Benjen. That's where we got it from. He was just snacking on some Ben and Jerry's that day. What the hell?
Uncle Benji was going to be a white, and then he was saved by the children. It looks like he's been the soldier for the Three-Eyed Raven this whole time from season 1, or like last time we saw him. But he gave Bran a cup of rabbit blood, I think.
I was like, oh, so we just gonna not acknowledge he's drinking blood?
Yeah, I mean, and Bran drank it like it was like hot tea or something, man. It's like,
It's like one of those moments you want to be the voiceover while people are watching. You know, you want to be the voiceover while people are watching shit. It's like, we're just going to ignore that? Nah, that didn't happen.
so yeah, just thoughts on Uncle Benji coming back. I thought of you, Andrew.
Yeah, I was kind of expecting it, and I was very happy to see it. You know, I was waiting on this one for a while. Like, it's a book mystery that still hasn't been solved. There was clues to it that kind of made it obvious, but at the same time, we didn't get confirmation until today, and I really like that scene. I hate the fact that it's like the predictable at the very last second, someone comes and rescues us. You know, that old trope. But at the same time, we kind of knew it was going to happen, and it was good to see him be revealed.
I mean, yeah, true. I think the one thing that they should have done was not hint at it per se in the last episode. But you remember when we saw the Three-Eyed Raven who was standing there, he didn't do anything. So you know, I first thought maybe he was just staying there because they were going to kill him, and you know, Bran is getting away. But it looked like he actually called Benji. So there was no hint to that at all. You know, there was no indication that something was going to come up, you know, to save him. How about you, Sam?
No, I think it was actually a very good way to bring Benjen back, because it's basically they need someone that's family. Their mother hasn't come back yet, so we don't even really know if what's her name?
Lady Stoneheart.
Stoneheart, yeah.
I think they're pretty much skipping that.
No.
Yeah, no, so if she doesn't come back, they need someone in their family who has ties to their father, and I think that's the person. I think he's the one that has the ties to the father. He's the one that's going to be able to say, oh, when he came back, this happened, or I can vouch for whatever Bran says at the end of the day. So it's going to be...
I think they're going to get Jojen's dad, Mira's dad, to do that. Howland Reed, the guy that was there with Ned at Tower of Joy. Yeah. He's going to be the guy that can vouch for anything Bran has to say, because he knows the history.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Okay, that's true. Warren, anything you want to add?
Yeah, it's pretty cool seeing him come back. I mean, everyone just kind of already said everything at this point. There ain't much more to really say. Yeah. Also, wanted him to come with some ice cream, but up in the north so damn long.
It looks like Louis has stepped away, so
I'm still, we're not gonna acknowledge he was drinking some rodent blood.
I mean, who knows?
Hey, it's rabbit. There's a difference.
It's rabbit.
What the fuck was that? Robitussin or some shit? Like is that?
It's rodent. It's rodent tussin.
Well, Uncle Benji was almost turned into a White Walker, so he was stopped. His process was stopped by the children of the forest, or whatever they're called.
Yep, the children of the forest. They basically put a dragon glass into his heart. That's how you make a White Walker. Yeah. So she did the same thing that it takes to make a. So, what? I'm sorry, children of the forest. Answer to everything. With a dagger in the heart. With a dagger in the heart. It solves every problem. What kind of dagger? Okay, make it a dragon glass dagger. Yeah, Don't they learn? Don't they learn?
BN is saying he could have some ice powers or some level of ice powers.
Well, he doesn't fear fire, so that means he's not just one of those arisen people because he used fire.
Alive. He's not dead. Remember, he's not dead. Yeah.
Yeah. And so it might just be It might be a medium between an actual White Walker and like a human being, I guess.
Yeah. And let's move on to the final scene where, of course, we know Andrew. You know what, Andrew? Just state your negativity quickly so we can move on and enjoy the scene because we know that you don't like that scene.
Okay. My problem is it's one of those predictable sports movie speeches. Like, remember the Titans or Rudy when someone says, "Are you going to follow me? We're going to win this one. We're going to come back." It's like, it just felt forced and unnatural. Like, I wasn't feeling that one at all. Like, why did she need to do this? She already impressed them last week when she got them.
I think she needed to do that because of two things. She reminded them of a promise that Cal had stated to to them a long time ago that they will go across and conquer land, but also for her to actually continue motivating these people. Yeah, she came out of fire. Doesn't mean they can't gang up and kill her. When you show up with a dragon, then that just puts the stamp on everything. And then you say,
I'm sorry. When I'll tell you why this I'm pretty sure that people already are going to be impressed because they bowed to her for her reason. She did not need to do this now. That's the speech you give before battle when you want to go all Braveheart and you want to rile up the troops because you got to come back in the fourth quarter. That's not the speech that you give 3 weeks before the game starts.
I think the reason that was there is because she wasn't in last week's episode, if I remember correctly. So they probably put her in this episode.
I thought they put this scene in here for us as viewers, not as actual storytelling or something exciting. It was basically, man, people have been complaining about the dragons. Oh, we haven't seen Danny in a week. We got to do something. We're not going to go to Marine this week. We got to do something in Essos.
I think it's because we're not going to see her till probably she's not going to have anything heavy till episodes 9 and 10 or something like that. So I think that's why they're throwing her in now because she's going to be gone for a little while longer.
And then also she we do get reference of what she needs and how she's going to how that's going to come to play.
It was also kind of done because Drogo did the same speech.
Yeah,
that's essentially why she kind of did that speech to talk and rally up the troops.
That's what they are. That's how they are. That's how their tribe is. They need that kind of stuff. So you need to come in a little strong.
She dropped that speech like a queen riding her dragon. Let's be real.
I love how Luke comes back. He's like
queen,
like a queen riding her dragon.
And another thing I didn't like, one last thing I didn't like, it was an obvious reference to her needing to partner with Theon's uncle.
Yeah.
Because they just happen to have the same exact number, 1,000 ships. 1,000 ships. Why is it that?
No.
He said 1,000 ships at least.
With Theon and his sister, because they're the ones that have the ships.
But they don't have 1,000 though. Because. Whatchamacallit? The uncle Euron says.
Oh yeah, he wants to build 1,000.
He wants to build the greatest fleet ever. He goes 1,000 ships.
With what? Okay, Andrew, you're giving the guy too much credit. Okay.
What? No.
You're giving the guy too much credit. You see, he grew up on an island. where it's called the Iron Island. He can't count that far. 1,000 is big for him, okay?
Yeah.
Going from what? Where he gonna get this at?
It's kind
Where
of
the
like
tree? I haven't seen one damn tree in any scene when they've gone to Iron Island. Where the wood at though? Where that?
They gonna tear down the houses.
When he said that shit, I was like, yo, if I was there, like, I'm out. Like, you know what?
It seems like
The wall's looking pretty good right now.
It seems like this episode, Warren is that like little devil on the corner of your shoulder saying, "What the fuck is this?
do this."
I gotta go make 1,000 chips. With what, bro? With what? Where's his hand? Where's his first dude to be like the one with the brain? Be like, bro, what? What?
We don't have the word for it.
They're gonna build 1,000 ships with stone.
Tear down the houses.
Yeah, BFAs agree with you in the chat. Yeah. They don't have trees.
No damn trees. Not one scene I've seen with a tree there. They got water and rocks. This is what they have. Unless they're gonna go based on the Telltale games, and they'll go ask the
remember they're on one island.
They actually know who
Foresters.
I'm talking about. The Foresters.
Yeah, but like
do that.
They're on one island. The Iron Island is supposedly 3 different islands. Yeah, like well, it's a series of islands, but like they might have trees on the other ones. You know, obviously they got the wood somewhere.
They can have trees on the other islands, but they got no ship to get there.
It's not enough. It's not enough.
How does this work? How, Sway? How?
I'm sorry.
That's not right.
We're going back to another episode, but like shit, we didn't bring that up like enough to think about. How stupid was he? The highest level of dumb I've ever heard was him talking.
But to Andrew's point, I do kind of agree. It was a little too convenient. Granted, they stated, 1,000, definitely more ships. You know, that's what her right-hand man said. On that perspective.
That's not her right-hand man. That is her playboy.
Oh boy. No. Yes, it is.
No,
it's her boy toy.
Yeah, her boy toy.
That's her boy toy.
No. Former boy toy.
Yeah, former.
I mean, all he needs is Shawn Michaels' music as his entry. That's
what he basically is.
No, but I mean, I guess he would be her top fighter, right? He and the
he's one of her generals. Let's put it that way. But the cool thing though about that scene, what I really did like about the scene is if you look at when the dragon roared at the end of the day, there were 2 valves inside the dragon's mouth. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. They went as far as to think about how the dragon's gonna spit out fire. So it's obviously a mix of like chemicals or something because he has those glands in his mouth. I was really impressed with that. I was actually very impressed with that.
Yeah, no, it was cool. It was good.
He was a big dragon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's getting big, man. That's what's going to happen.
Homie's been flying around doing some barbecues every day.
he's getting big. He's not sun-blocking big yet, but he's getting there. Meanwhile, his brothers are skinny.
Yeah, they're going to be smaller, but they're going to catch up because they've been let out in the wild now. So, like, I think the theory is when you let them out in the wild, when you don't trap them, they grow bigger.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, Drogon's just going to be massive because he's going to be like the alpha of the set.
Yeah.
He's always going to be the most big, the largest one. But the other ones are still going to be pretty big.
Yeah, they will be. I mean, anyway, it was a good episode. Anything else we missed from this episode? I can't think of anything else.
Well, the sword is definitely worth being mentioned, right? Because we all know that apart from dragon glass, Valyrian steel is the only thing that can kill a White Walker.
Okay, so the question is this. Who does Sam give the sword to? Because we all know Sam ain't going to swing that shit.
There are a few options. There are a few options to who he gives that sword to. But, right off the bat, the only person I can think of is probably going to be either a Targaryen. So...
I don't.
With the exception of Danny. Dude, the only person who's going to wield that sword is going to be his woman, Gilly, because she has more balls than he does.
I don't think the sword. I don't think him taking the sword is about anyone actually using it. It's about big fuck you to dad, saying because the father made a point to say that sword's been in my family for generations, and he's not fit to hold it. there's no way I'll ever allow him to wield it.
Yeah.
He's basically just going to walk around with it. He's not going to actually fight anybody with it, but he's taking it just like it's like a point of him, like a silent protest to his dad, basically.
Fuck you.
But it wasn't the conversation when they said Valyrian steel kills White Walkers. So that would be the reason why.
We know Valyrian steel kills White Walkers, but Sam's not actually going to do anything with it. Like, remember, we know that dragon glass kills White Walkers, and Sam gave a bunch of it away, and he has no use for it.
I thought he lost it.
No, he
gave it away.
He gave it to John to go to a hard home,
and then they lost it in hard.
And then they lost it, and then he gave some to Mira when he met Bran and them.
Mm-hmm. But don't forget that anytime a maester, if you look at the chains around a maester's neck, it's all made from different materials, right? It's different material that they've learned to basically to mold to their will, all right? So who knows? Maybe Valyrian steel might just be Samuel Tarly's special ability that he's the only maester that can do a Valyrian steel loop. You never know.
Remember, the maester from Winterfell, his chain links had some Valyrian steel in them.
Whoa, nice! Good memory. Good memory.
I just finished watching it too.
Yeah.
The maester just died. Goddamn Theon.
Yeah, I mean, it will place some importance, I think, that sword. Maybe not as much as, we like to think. Either somebody will wield it, or like you said, it could be something he learns from. Who knows? But I don't think. I think to Andrew's point, it is more to the FU to his dad than anything else in comparison. So.
We need to find the dagger. The dagger was hot. Valyrian steel dagger would do good in this world.
That's an interesting point, though. BN says, I think Valyrian steel might be linked to magic.
It's supposed to have magic properties.
Exactly. So maybe if he understands the magic properties, and then we will see World of Warcraft come to being, and all that.
Yeah, it's incredibly rare. That's why. Remember when Tywin took Ned's sword and split it to make two swords? He had to bring in a guy from Essos because it's incredibly rare to find someone who knows how to handle Valyrian steel. And even when they can reforge it, sometimes they don't always get it right with the magic element. So it's very hard to find somebody that can do it. There's definitely a magic element to every Valyrian steel sword.
Well, we'll find out when Brienne is up against a White Walker and that shit don't work.
No, it has to, because that's it, right?
It has to work, because then homie with the red hair will be really upset that his woman died.
Oh yeah.
True. Yeah. So what do you think about the clips for next week's episode? Because it refers to, because I forgot we mentioned Walter Frey.
He gonna die.
Yeah, we saw him so pissed about.
That's what you call a long-living, functioning fuckboy. Right. That's what he is.
He's back, and also, who was the Stark cousin that we saw at the very end of that scene? I can't remember. He's the one that got married and went to be with his bride right before the Red Wedding.
So he knew what to do. Take the woman to the room and handle business.
Yeah, he's the rightful heir to the Riverlands.
Yeah. But
they kidnapped him when they killed everybody, and they're basically holding him for ransom to make sure that the Tullys behave, because he's the last living Tully that is married that can produce an heir. The Blackfish is a Tully, but at his age, he might be shooting blanks, so you gotta be careful.
Dude, ain't no one in this show shooting blanks. These goddamn oafos popping babies left and right.
Clearly.
Except for Stannis, who can't get us. Everyone else has a son, except for Stannis.
Stannis was being punished for his future sin.
No. Stannis had a son. It was just a ghost.
No.
No.
So wrong.
Too soon.
What do you guys think of all the clips from next week's episode? Because we see...
well, we see the Greyjoys are going to be where Tyrion got taken.
Yeah.
In season 5, so they're headed towards Meereen. So they're taking the uncle's idea.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't think they're gonna get to Meereen. I think they're gonna be in Essos somewhere, probably Volantis or somewhere in Slaver's Bay, and they're gonna find some way to get close to Daddy.
Maybe Arya runs into Theon instead of the Imp.
Oh, that would be cool.
That'd be pretty interesting.
That's supposed to be a big theme of this last season and this season of people colliding, like storylines crossing, so we don't have to jump from place to place as much.
Mm-hmm.
I think Arya's big focal point for the rest of the season is going to be her beating the one chick that beat her ass all season.
Oh God, I hope she.
Yeah, I mean I think that will happen in episode either next week if they don't touch it, but
or the week after. Oh, Arya's gonna kick that girl's ass so bad.
No, but I hope it is episode 9 when we have Battle of the Bastards, because that is the title of that episode itself.
No, but remember, episode 9 is where we focus on one city, so I don't think they're gonna do Arya in that episode. It would have to be like episode 8 or 10.
Yeah, probably. All right, anything else before we wrap up? Because I think that's pretty much it.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
All right, cool. Anyway, thank you very much, everyone, for chiming in. BN, everyone who jumped in. I know Dustin asked a question. This is a question. Do you think dire wolves will play a huge part later on in the fight with the White Walkers? Or
I don't think so.
Molomex has a question.
What was the question?
Yes. Seriously, what's Rickon Stark's place in all of this? He is.
He's a dungeon master.
He's a backup. So if Bran becomes the three-eyed raven, he has to basically stay beyond the wall. That's where the three-eyed ravens are. He has to stay beyond the wall. He has to basically, probably most likely, merge with what they call those trees again. One of those trees. Yeah, he probably will have to do that eventually. Now, Jon can't be master of Winterfell because he is a bastard. Regardless of how you look at it, he is a bastard. Okay.
Yeah, but he's also ice, and Daenerys is fire, and there's a story of fire and ice, right?
Yeah,
Daenerys
so that means their child.
We're talking about
become ruler of.
We're talking about.
Sorry, my bad. Sorry, I just kind of went.
Right. No, but remember, Rickon has the better claim because Rickon is a true-born son of the last Lord of Winterfell.
Yeah.
So basically,
that's what we're looking at.
Yeah, and Rickon is basically too young to actually get involved in this. So at the moment, he has no role. Basically, he's a pawn. He's just something that.
No, I think
he's just the name.
He's not playing the game.
He's the setup for when the rest of the Karstarks and all them turn on the damn Boltons.
Well, that's the point. Like he's not an actual player in the game. He's just a prop, and he's a way to advance the story. Just someone there.
Eventually, he would rule Winterfell at that whenever that time comes. Yeah,
he's the most likely one. He's the most likely one right now.
Jon Snow's wishing he went the knee and got his name back, and then he wouldn't have to worry about being a Snow anymore.
But then he'll be dead because everyone who went up against against Winterfell died, so he'll be dead. So lucky him.
Yeah. Look, I've told you, Jon Snow is ice, Daenerys is fire, and Daenerys will finally have a child because
Jon they're going to make some awesome bubblegum?
No, because he's a man who came from death and back again. That's why.
I think the story of Fire and Ice is more Rhaegar Targaryen and Lyanna Stark. That's the story of Fire and Ice.
Which is also the same thing as Jon Snow and Daenerys.
I don't think they're gonna hook up, man. I don't think
they have to come together anyway at some point.
I hope they don't because they're kind of like cousins.
Yeah.
Oh, come on! Don't give me that bullshit.
I'm sorry. Yeah, after we saw the kiss that was shared by brother and sister.
Not even that. I mean, do you remember what she said in season 1 to Ned Stark? The Targaryens have been doing this for over 300 years.
Yeah.
The best way to keep your bloodline pure.
Oh, yeah. Keep that bloodline pure.
Well,
keep it pure.
That's the way it is in real life. Every royal family in Europe are related.
That is.
I looked at the family tree one day. They should really call it a family log because Spain, England, Germany,
France,
Greece,
England,
the last friends, Russians, Netherlands, literally every royal family in Europe basically descend from the same 2 or 3 houses. And like one grandmother, it was like at one point was a direct ascendant of like 7 different countries. So that's how inbred they are.
Yeah.
One inbred to rule them all.
I wouldn't say it's really inbreeding because at the end of the day, it's you have a king here has a daughter. She marries a prince from this old place. Their kid basically has dual rights to throne of this and the throne of that,
Yeah,
and that's
but-
how we kind of
Yo,
propagate.
but
it.
it
When that
all
king
started-
is first cousins with this queen,
Yeah.
and then they get
They
kids
get kinda
together,
couple-
and that's when you get all the Alabama soup going on. And then
God.
that's why you get people crazy now and then.
Okay.
That
Stop on the job.
has one
Okay.
inbred to rule them all.
Yeah, that's why I said the story of Fire and Ice is Jon Snow and Daenerys. Watch. Anyway, on that note, since we've gone through a whole inbred history of the world, thank you very much, Andrew.
Thank you.
Thanks everyone for chiming in, and also thank you, Warren from BW1.com. Definitely follow him, as well as also Mr. Andrew Cam. That is his lower third right there on Twitter. Follow him on Twitter if you want to get some more Game of Thrones info, soccer, and just whatever crap he talks about on Twitter. Definitely Mr. Booredatwork, that is his Twitter handle, as well as Black Iron _man, Sam, and myself, Thunder E, Booredatwork. Thank you. Definitely check out our
Channel, YouTube videos.
No. I was going to say.
Damn.
I was going to say.
Snapchat.
Preacher. I just realized Preacher is.
Oh yeah, I gotta start that tomorrow.
Yeah.
I haven't been watching.
Wow,
it.
that's good. I gotta
Don't
start
worry,
that.
you only got one episode to watch.
Exactly. Yeah. That,
Yeah.
And I'm home all day, so that's when I'm gonna start it.
Yeah, but check out the channel and always enjoy your entertainment.
All right.